Two brothers standing on the old wooden floor tonight, plugging in the worn-out chords to trace the family line, plucking strings of memory under the Texas light. We had our stormy days, but the blood was always right. Oh, feel the freedom washing the years away, bringing the road, the earth back to the light of day. No more running lonely down that highway road, sharing the rhythm, sharing the heavy load. Speed was a weapon when the youth was running wild, but maturity has tamed the soul of the southern child, trading solos back and forth like a late night talk, locking in the pocket as the heavy bass lines walk. Every single harmony is a promise that we keep. Go deeper than the modern radio trend, a childhood dream captured before the final end. Oh, feel the freedom washing the years away, bringing the broad, the earth back to the light of day. No more running lonely down that highway road, sharing the rhythm, sharing the heavy load. The blood is strong, the song lives on. Two worlds collide under the neon light. Neon light. A king of pop in his tailored suit so bright. But from the south came a man with heavy boots, bringing the dirt and the raw Texas roots. They plugged the guitar straight into the machine. Oh, let the moon you say take the pain away. We are dancing, dancing to the break of day. Hear the strength scream through the disco floor. We don't wanna cry anymore, anymore. Cold Timsonic drums locking down the track, but that Lone Star guitar is fighting right back. The studio wall shaking from easy bite, blending the dark soul with the commercial bride. A million new ears hearing that fast lightning hand. They said the blues belonged in the past, but this magic is gonna last. We broke the borders with a single spark and left a neon trail burning in the dark. And let the music take the pain away. We are dancing, dancing till the break of day. Hear the strats scream through the disco floor. We don't wanna cry anymore, anymore. The dance is over, but the spark stays bright. Cold European eyes staring down at the stage, staring down. They expected compliance, but we brought the rage, brought the rage. The Puritans sneered at the first heavy note, but the truth of the blues was caught in our throat. The crowd started booing, but the wood began to cry. Oh, the thunder is rolling through the steel and the bone. They came for a party, but we carved a throne. Hear the guitar scream, washing the sins away, turning the cold dark night into a burning day. Sweat on the fretboard, blood on the strings. They don't understand the salvation it brings. The whiskey is dry and the highway is long, but Bowie and Brown see the truth in the song. The walls start to crumble as the amplifier bleeds. They came to mock the gypsy sun, but look what we've done. From the dirt of Texas to the monument, every scar on this wood was heaven sent. Oh, the thunder is rolling through the steel and the bone. They came for a party, but we carved a throne. Hear the guitar scream, washing the sins away, turning the cold dark night into a burning day. The storm has passed, but the blues will live. my side, trading solos, letting six strings roar, a bond of music like we never felt before. Guitar master sharing blues or ground, amplifiers bleeding a wall of sound. The final jam was sweet, notes flying free, but choppers waited in a misty valley. The song fades, the masters rest. It was too fast, just a loud imitation spark. Oh, hear the steel scream, tearing up the night, passing the crowd into the morning light. No more doubts or shadows from the critics and the crowd. The king just smiled and said, son, you make the blues proud. One single note from the king could make a grown man cry. But the kid answered back with a lightning bolt from the sky. Two generations bleeding into the warm tube and glow. An organic dialogue that only the true masters know. A silent coronation sealed in the backstage dark. The old man placed a heavy hand upon the young man's shoulder. An unspoken blessing as the flame grew bolder. Oh, hear the steel scream, tearing up the night, passing the crowd into the morning light. No more doubts or shadows from the critics and the crowd. The king just smiled and said, son, you make the blues proud. The throne is secure, the lineage is pure. Plastics and neon were filling up the radio air. But we stood in the studio with nothing but an old guitar player. 6 rusty strings and a heart full of heavy southern rain. Ready to turn all the digital static into human pain. The plastic world didn't want the truth we kept inside. Oh, hear the straps scream, washing the neon away, bringing the blues back to the light of day. They said the soul was dead, buried deep in the ground. But the flood is coming to tear the plastic down. Heavy gauge wire cutting deep into callous skin. No synthetic keys can mimic the place where we have been. The executives laughed, said the music was out of date. But the fire in the circuit was turning the doubt to hate. Every single bar was a war that we had to wage. hands could replace the hand. They never understood the soul of the southern land. Oh, hear the strands scream, washing the neon away, bringing the blues back to the light of day. They said the soul was dead, buried deep in the ground, but the flood is coming to tear the plastic down. The flood is here, the soul is clear. Lost in the fog where the whispers used to lie. Counting the bottles as the ghost guitars would cry. The powder and the smoke almost took the final breath. Walking on a tightrope right on the edge of death. But the hand stopped shaking when the morning broke clean. Oh, hear the strands scream, washing the ghosts away, bringing the soul back to the light of day. No more running from the shadows in the dark. The storm has passed, it left a burning spark. Standing in Memphis with a sober mind and soul. No more illusions, just the music taking control. The fingers hit the steel with a sharp, precise bite, turning every scar into a beacon in the night. Every note we play is a victory we claim. Los Angeles was drowning in the neon winter light of '91. The heavy gold upon the podium was shining for the falling sun. A brother stepped up to the mic with shadows hanging in his eyes, accepting trophies for the hands that left us for the southern skies. The master tape began to spin, filling up the silent hall. The ghost of Texas blues arose, answering the lonely call. Try to trap his spirit in a digital commercial box, but honest wood and heated valves broke down the corporate locks. The double trouble rhythm locked into the final master track, a posthumous ovation for the king who ain't coming back. Every single crying band is a blueprint for the modern age. Small compared to the fire that he gave, but the anthems of the family style will outlive the silent grave. Oh, the sky is crying, but the victory is won. Downplay to feel alive. Old tape is spinning under neon light, unleashing southern sparks into the night. Heavy steel strings screaming, roaring deep. Oh, for the next generation's gonna keep.
Cold morning fog hanging low on the Austin Lake tonight. A brother steps forward under the pale Texas light, pulling the cloth from the bronze that captures the frozen time. A statue holding the guitar that rewrote the family line. They stood in silence, remembering the storm inside the wire, the physical attack that set the whole world on fire. The steel is screaming through the heavy rain, holding the glory over all the pain. The notes are flying free down the highway track. The king of the shuffle ain't ever coming back. Critics wanted digital pop, but the timber kept it real. 6 strings of punishment forged in a heart of steel. Blisters on the fingers,